Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. How's everyone doing for this eclipse season, this ring of fire? Go around, come around, right? Step into the universal energies, air, water, fire, and earth. Giving honor to the most high. The energy came out. Let me see if I can get it with that dragon energy. The all seeing big brother watching. The all seeing eye. Mm-mm-mm. So come on in, come on in. This is an exciting time in your life. If you get to this video, the energy that I'm about to break down like a pound is gonna help you, my friends, my associates, my haters. It's gonna help you get stronger, wiser, and wealthier. Like a snake to the yoke, the substance. The snake to me is an unevolved dragon, right? It's like the snake is basic. The snake is basic, right? But the dragon, if you picture the whole dragon, it's like a way more complex, way more evolved creature. So this is also the energy of what you gonna do. This your time. How you gonna shine? How you gonna define your life, your lifestyle? What beach you gonna be walking to? Are you can you even picture this part of the snake energy being able to picture, being able to picture it all together, what you know to be true in your dreams and your views. That's when the miracles happen. When you connect with your true self. So speaking of true self, that Bonita Applebum video came up. So right before I got ready to come on, um, when I saw that snake, the energy when you dropped that snake energy, it made me think of the Garden of Eden, the choice. We've been talking already about what we got to shed and what we got to let go, right? There's been some lingering energy that just can't stay. It can't go where we going. You got to be sacred and pure to go where we going on this climb, on this come up. Okay. During this time, only walking in your truth is how you're gonna come up. Two snakes, connection, a divine partnerships, partnerships. So this just already let me know you're not gonna have to do it alone. Probably just ain't met them yet. I feel like you're gonna meet somebody through somebody. See how those two apple halves are the same, and then it's a whole apple. giving me 3 cup energy. Collaborations. The apple, hidden desires. When we try to tame things that scare us, we hide our deep wisdom, our intuition, our needs and desires under a layer, refusing to acknowledge what we consider inappropriate. They came out with that last dragon energy, standing out, being you. Right? He was meditating on the side of the sidewalk. Are you willing to be who you are anywhere, wherever you are, wherever you're supposed to be? Or you go be a slave? Until you become the master, you'll always be a slave or a refugee, a rebellion. You gonna revolt. Anyways, do you stifle your body when it wants to do certain things? Choke back when you're singing? Do you eat what you're supposed to eat instead of what you crave? Do you have thoughts that feel like snakes in the garden, pointing you towards embarrassing or dark truths? Mm. Embarrassing or dark truths. We have been getting that energy. Public humiliation is like the Hennessy genocide. That came up in the energy too with this World War, that Fury energy. The Fury said that you might not have had to fight in the war yet, but you're gonna have to fight in the war. It's coming up. This has been wars all over the place. I got a list of different dates and times according to what was going on, according to what's going on right now in the world. But I'll say that for another video because this is specifically about. But just know, do you got your water? You can see. Do you know what to do if they drop bombs on your street? I'm in the South. I'm in this. Trying to know what to do. Lights back in the city, baby. Make sure that over these next years, you're getting your resources together. You're getting your wits together. You yoking yourself like the snake to the yoke for substance. Something that's gonna add to you, make you fat, make you full. This is year to get full. Cosmic energy, universal. You're to get full. Knowledge is a knife that cut both ways. You can be too self-conscious and beat yourself up. Or you can rejoice in what you're becoming, the new vessel. I was trying to encourage one of my friends today. She was trying to justify herself, so it was almost like she there, but she don't even know she's there. Because whereas she should have rejoiced in where she overcame, it still hurt her that the other person didn't see what she seen. That the other person couldn't see the truth. So let's be mindful to use the truth as a pep rally. That's why we walk in the light. Okay, yeah, we get. That's why I be going to church and I be praising and stuff in the way I do, because I'm celebrating. I'm not gonna beat myself up. Now I go to the altar and repent. That's public humiliation, because you know when you go to that altar, that's just like saying, "Hey, I done beat down to the fullest. I can't do it myself. I just can't do it myself." That's why God says you ain't got to do it by yourself. The universal energies are working with you. You done built it up to where this can be one of the most important years of your life. So make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit that description box, because it's a lot of information down there as far as holistic ideas, the whole body, inside and out. The whole truth, everything has to be well, inside and out. That's part of the influence of Chiron in this year, that's aligning with Aries and this new moon and this eclipse with Mercury and Venus and Neptune. Is just like a smorgasbord of energies, that if you don't have your grounding right, if you ain't solidified, made a decision and where you go so you can stand and walk in that lane, you might drown, because there's gonna be so much stuff going on. So many attacks, political, so many attacks, emotional, mentally, just all around attacks, all around. But the good thing about it, but using your universal, your energies, your skills, moving the way you move, divine. All these little battles and surprise attacks are just for you to sharpen your skills for the real dance. For the real dance. That's behind the veil. And I see the moon, the chariot, the sun, and the wolf. What that was. Sorry about that. That wolf came up, the guardian of the tribe. And it's two tribes. Who you flocking to? And I know she looking at that dark wolf, but remember, black is not a bad thing. It's a symbol of elegance, legacy, sophistication. And she got the black egg, especially pure. That's what the black egg mean. Remember, it said you got to make sure that you ain't playing no kids' prizes. Games are here. But you go continue to give kids prizes. But if you on a level up, put the rubber to the road. The black egg is not making no excuses. Not having time for no small talk. Taking your time and being clear and going towards what you know to be true. See, the black egg represents speaking with truth and not slander. Oh, and just what I was just talking about, my homegirl, not trying to justify your behavior, just rejoicing in it as to not cause any confusion. See, it's they speak your truth. You speak with authenticity. It don't say make sure they do it. It say you do it. Walking towards the black wolf. Guess it's being fearless. Not worrying about people judging you. Civil wars ever. If we talking cycles, two territories, two people, two ideas, a truth and a non-truth. We got the sun and the golden egg. It's the glow up. Okay, then the golden egg is sitting in the nest. It's like untapped power. But you see that chariot that's on the way? See, you can either let things distract you, triggers, riots, court orders, celebrity kidnappings, parties, speed traps. You can be easily distracted. Or you can listen to your inner guide. Let it unfold naturally, just like the sun go come up every morning. Yeah, that's why we love tomorrow. Yeah, I'm saying. Our trouble don't last always. Weeping, it only endure for a night. We done had so long. This night have lasted a long time, 7 years. This has been a long, at least 7 year cycle. But the rubber done hit the road now. Yeah. It's time for performers to perform and understudies go back to the side. Never say never, y'all, because this the game changer right here. This energy right here. This the making history energy, manifestation energy. This getting your slice of the pie. It's stepping out beyond what you see. You're starting a beautiful journey. I mean, it's just like flying. That Pegasus energy came out under the last dragon. And remember, we started with the unicorn, reconnecting with the divine, going deeper, not being so shallow. Powerful wake up call. Quit worrying about and focusing on what the people say, entanglement, being attached to energy vampires. It's time to all this work. It's been a 4-year cycle. Remember, Spirit in the quantum leap video, it's like we about to quantum leap. Everything we doing from the last 4 years, especially 40-year-olds and 72-year-olds, 40 people in the 40s, and specifically 72-year-olds. Oh, and specifically the class of 1985. It said go to your class reunion or your family reunions and talk to people that you don't usually talk to. Connect. That's what masters do. They connect and they don't flinch. And they embrace with confidence. And the elders, I feel like the son is represented by the father, the masculine energy. It can be feminine too. From the elders, from the babies to the elders, bridging the gap. And you just a fool to do it by speaking the truth. Remember, this reading is specifically this energy is strongest for writers, public speakers, teachers, musicians, singers, dancers, editors, military personnel, martial martial law. I hate to say it, martial law, right? Schools, organizations, big boss energy right here. Rare transit too. You don't get this kind of energy often. Depending on how connected you are, how deep you meditate, how enlightened you can go in the dark. You might have a dream. It might be an emotional dream. It said 2 a.m., but I say anytime that you go to sleep, because your 2 a.m. ain't my 2 a.m. Remember, it's 2 a.m. somewhere. 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. somewhere. Be aware of people trying to confuse you. Travel. Plans might not go as needed between them hours. And remember, this linger for the next 3 days. It probably started 3 days ago because I woke up today from an uncomfortable dream. I don't even remember when it was. I know as soon as it started getting uncomfortable, I came back. I don't linger on that side of. I don't like. I've never have liked to linger on that side. Like I pull my energy back quick. That's one of the things behind the veil, knowing when to pull your energy back. That was one of the things the spirit just told us. We're supposed to be connecting with healed. That's what I talk about how, girl, the teachers, we got our own lounge. We don't eat with the students. Yeah, because um, in their environment, in their house, remember it's house rules. I don't want to go with the people that is still whatever they doing. They ain't evolved, right? They haven't evolved. If I'm gonna be at work most of the time, when I do get that time to lounge, I'm gonna make sure it's with somebody that refresh me, that embrace me, that's strong and sensual and passionate. Not the ones I'm teaching to be those things. Mm-mm-mm. Show enough, stepping on it. Show enough, taking it. Oh, the sea monster came out. Oh, you see it, but I wasn't sure. The sea serpent came out with that hot head water, expressing desires, muddy waters. Oh, that mudslide energy did come out too. The mudslide being hysterical. Yeah. Oh, that's overly emotionally stimulated. Hysterical. Not eating. Running away, hiding. Setting ultimatums. Mhm. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us to move and direct our energy into healthy currents. That's that Chiron, that's very much Chiron and Neptune energy. With Mercury, that triangle right there, healthy beliefs, healthy affairs, being rational, being aware, and all of this, the ultimate understanding. This is the opportunity to get some utmost understanding. Come on now. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. That's probably why I let my little girl, I tried to girl, feel a little sexy. Get my little, yeah, I had my little, I was feeling myself. I hope you feel yourself after this video. Uh, It says loosen the grip of self-judgment and let cool water. Like I said, a hot head need cool water. I hadn't even read this yet. I just knew the sea monster. It had a sea monster in that movie, The Last Dragon. The dude that was trying to force. That's a whole another video. It's about the goddess versus the wannabe. But uh, one of his friends had a sea monster like thing. It was literally fed him a whole leg of beef with, like, to the bone. We know that what we desire most, our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. Important to remember no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection, embracing, supports us as we learn to express our true nature in her own abode, in her own lane, in her own place. To glow up in your own lane. That's it. The star. We got the star in that meditation and elevation video. You might want to go and check that out behind the veil. Ah, behind the veil is the star. You see it? Behind the veil is the star. The bag, I see a curse. Like when the sun and the moon is together, it could be means that that's that miracle. It's nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you from getting what you want. The Pegasus was tamed by the Beller. Beller often, what's being said about the bell that go off inside of you and struck sound. Yeah, you can be wild. You can be different. You can be lost, but when that bell go off, you better be found. Especially, yeah, around 30-year cycles. 30 years ago, I had my first baby in the 90s, 95. I was not prepared at all. This baby is going to be sweet. The fourth one, the big four, they came up in that that war energy. It was Russia, US, um, somehow I told you I haven't during that video, but it was like the big four. But it made me think about that Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Remember that practice. It's just practice. All them relationships before it was just practice. All these surprise attacks that's coming up. It's just practice. Don't let it get to you. Treat it like kids game. And don't step on no lines. It's a thin line between love and hate. So clearly decide if you gonna love it, you get it, or you not. Because once you choose, you can't go back. Once you see, you can't unsee. When you close your eyes, when everything go dark, when all the potential, when the potential presents itself, the wolf you feed is the one that's gonna grow, right? Speak the truth. Don't make excuses. Be fearless. Practice letting go. You just practice. Their hearts came out the Pegasus and the unicorn. People may be thinking that you have a wild imagination, or you thinking somebody else may have had a wild imagination, or it's a better option. I feel like the one with the wild imagination is the better option. But that's just a feeling, intuitively speaking. The things, um, simple things, fool the wise. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink your skills. Don't overthink your steps. Don't let go. Don't let go. That 90s vibe set it off. Boosted, no boosted. I had a dream a year ago by Lil Boosie. We was partying. Maybe this will be the year. We probably party about the same. We both got kids, grown kids, trying to rewrite and show where we done grown. Right, our first slates, right in the next chapter for the next generation. Eating off the land, not letting the land eat off the bus no more. Right, using the enemy against themselves. They got weapons and don't even know how to use it. Using their own weapons against themselves. Mm-mm-mm. Six of Cups. I feel like Spirit said, whatever you do, be happy. Two, three cups on each side. That's being sociable. There's two different social groups, kind of just like what I was saying about this. Feel like if you choosing that black egg, this where you at, moving past the 5 of Cups, moving past regret, adding the healing, adding the truth, like a like doing the morning, baby, waking up out of bad dream. Just like I said, when they dream, maybe that's why that bad dream energy comes. Because baby, I woke straight up, snapped you back to reality because it says something about imagining your life, imagining you gonna have a dream that you're gonna see, you're gonna get a glimpse. That came out in the energy. Wow, what was it? It was awesome. You was literally looking at the self behind yourself. It made me remember my first husband when I said I seen that little twing in his eye because he was like, he pulled up on me. He actually thought I was a prostitute, but he didn't tell me till way after. You better not say nothing like that and you think you go get the girl. Nah, unless she really is one. But anyway, the 6 of coins is out here. They do represent sugar mamas and sugar daddies. So come on now, let's be real. But he pulled up on me. He was like, "What you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing," which I didn't expose the whole truth. But I didn't tell him that I had got upset with a fiend and stepped outside because he asked me that I want to smoke. And I was like, "No offense, that's your thing, but I'm gonna take me a walk." And then it made me feel bad all this time how many young women or young men was in a situation where they thought that they had to stay down, hit with that surprise attack. "Oh, just try this." Oh, it's nothing. See, that's one of the things, presence and compliments. That's a sign when somebody trying to persuade you. And it's a warning because they're trying to persuade you according to what they want, not what go along with the divine plan. A challenge. Spirit say shirts off. So slap in the face is uncommon. When the rail, when the bell go off, 3 of Cups. Social activity, social status, class came up. What class you gonna be in when the dust settles? Because remember, it's evolution versus revolution, right? Government's about to be overthrown. Thrones literally about to be literal thrones, empires. Because when we have a war, when I went back, I had to put it out anyway. And I looked up oh, it was the World War II. And they had Nazi Germany, the Empire of Japan, and the Kingdom of Italy versus the British Empire, Russia, China, and the United States. That was 40 years ago. You see where we are now? It ain't the big four. Now it's the big three. And if you're a divine, as far as we're concerned, it's only the big me. Right? I'm the arcana angel. We go fight. We go stay up on this energy. We're not gonna let it dim us. But a lot of this is some literal public speakers out here. I heard it's a public. Oh, I heard you should see the beauty in everything. It's a public speaker. That's the Pegasus energy and the dragon energy. And you know, Pegasus was born from a dragon and a horse. Mhm. Medusa was killed, and that's what made Pegasus. Medusa was a dracon. She had that snake. Her hair was made of snakes. Pegasus was made from a dragon, a snake, and a horse. Beautiful and majestic, guided for humankind to help strengthen and inspire humankind. But you the Pegasus. That's for somebody to have a public that's a public speaker or do public speaking, have a public platform, or YouTube. The dragon and the unicorn, the last dragon, flying beyond the physical thing. That's why Spirit said that unicorn energy is reconnecting to the divine, reconnecting to your true self, your higher calling, commanding. Oh, you military, right? Soldiers, revolution, rebellion, martial law, people taking the law in their own hand. That's what martial law is. That's what the Fury, the Fist of Fury with Bruce Lee, that's under this energy. It spoke a lot to this last dragon energy. It was all about the martial law, martial arts, what you go stand for. And then they assassinated him at the very end. I had only watched it. It was my first time watching it, or at least paying attention to it. But they still killed him in the end. So it's not gonna happen all at once. That's why we gotta continue to evolve, align, align yourself with healthy involvement, not lingering in the triggers. Ah, not getting triggered and acting accordingly. See, Pegasus was tamed by the bell, the signal, the it's on. Yeah. Once again, it's on. 90s vibe. Once I was 7 years old, then I was 7 more years later, I was preparing to be a mother. Now, 30 years later, I'm about to give birth again. Spirit said, this time make it personal. But the big three is only big me. These wars, this will continue to go on. You just make sure that you have the right resources that you might have to run up in the mountains somewhere. Do you know how to open a can without the can opener? Do you know how to open a can without a can opener? I'm talking to somebody. Or you gonna get hysterical. Are you armed? If you armed, then you don't have the skills that you need to use it. You armed and dangerous. Don't picture, don't linger in that uncomfortable dream too long. Now we only got about 24 hours. We only got about 24 hours. Let's see what the 6 of Cups. And this in a challenge position. So that's what made me feel like it's something about lingering. It look like she's lingering. The part of emotional conjurer. She emerges from the past, yet she exists in the neither world, in limbo. Is she a spirit or a remembrance of a cherished memory? You are being asked to acknowledge a past that you cannot remember, since it is an emotional memory from your family of origin. This indicates hidden family agreements regarding the healing of our ancestors or yet unseen inherited gifts or talent. Well, when we feel the support of our ancestors, we recognize that our success is attributed to our past. You have more ancestral support than you are aware of, but will you choose to see it, recognizing the beauty in everything? So you should see the beauty in everything. That's the story. That's the sacred knowledge. Looking your life dead in the eye, just how Big Brother see Big Brother watching, the world watching. Remember, Spirit said we gain an audience with that cheetah spirit. We naturally gonna attract people. Moths are attracted to the light, right? Moths are attracted to shiny new things. You ready for success? Like a snake to the yoke. So say, listen to old friends you ain't seen in a while. Don't listen to your around the way friends. See, the snake in the Garden of Eden, it came to see Adam and Eve. It didn't talk to them and walk with them every day like God did, right? God told them what to do and what not to do. But then when that snake came, and you can take this story how you want. I'm talking in retrospective to this reading. The snake being the highest potential, the highest truth, the highest picture, and the results that you want. Snake showing up and exposing the truth. Hey, you can stay here in this garden. It's nice. I love the way he's done with the place. But did It's a whole nother world on the other side of this sword. The sword representing the truth. Remember, that's what Gabriel used to, once you open your eyes, once you see, you can't unsee. But it said listening to somebody that you don't walk with every day and talk to every day, somebody that's not going to influence you just because that's what's coming. Somebody that's not going to call you weird, even though you're not from around there. Or they're going to call you weird because you and respect it because you're showing your true self. And then that's when you respect them for being honest and calling you weird and not hating you for it, but embracing love without limits. Okay, that's the love we searching for. Love without a limit. Huh. The snake came in and said, hey, you do this, you will see something new. So guess what? You can experience something new in your life. Use this energy here to connect and not flinch. Because you're the new student, walk through the house as a freshman and, and still walk with confidence. But when you was a freshman going to high school, was you confident or was you, because I think that was the biggest stress in life. Maybe that's why Spirit said go to our class reunion. Because a lot of us didn't make it, right? And a lot of those people was the first people that we tried to impress. This is an important year to go to your class reunion and see if your values line up with the people that you was trying to impress when you was in that freshman year, going into that new journey, learning the skills, the most important skills, because that's when you was getting ready to take off on your own. Like some people had to go to the military, some people went to the streets, some people went to jail, to college. Before you went out and was grown, got kicked out the nest. Freshman year was that last training year, the final level. Spirit say go back to your class reunion and see if those same people that you was trying to impress then, are they there? What they doing? Look at them. Most of them sick and dying, if they even made it. The ones that did make it, you should be glad. You said talk to old friends that you don't talk to or haven't seen in a long time. Just say hi. Spirit say ask yourself what really matters. Do you want to watch from a distance, or do you want to be the art, creative art, the piece of art that the creator created? 24 hours, the decisions you make over the next 24 hours. That's why they don't want people to go outside. Because if you listen to that and then they do the head count, they go see how many of y'all they got. But I can understand why they would say don't go out. The energy low. Who want to go out in the nighttime when morale is low? That's usually when we sleeping. That's why the 1% that do know, they're not gonna go stay inside because they was told to. They're gonna stay inside because of the sacred knowledge, the light within them. Matter of fact, some gonna be inside, some gonna be outside. So it's important to make sure that you on your journey. 'Cause I don't know where I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna be inside or outside. But I know I'm gonna be listening and I'm gonna be ready to move. Take the E out of emotion and put it in motion. There's a lot of stuff about land out here, territory and rights, schools. And Six of Cups. Imagination, healer, and romance. Stagnant, avoiding issues, not healing from past abuse, indulgence. They came out being overly stimulated. The tiger energy. The golden egg is right under the tiger. And it is really making me, when I seen that tiger energy, not being overly stimulated. It made me think of not rushing. Asking yourself what really matters. Asking yourself, or you go hear the bell when it sounds. Asking yourself, how devoted do you want to be, committed, attached, embrace the new paths and possibilities? Because from here, it looked like a gateway. It's not even an egg at all. From here, it looked like it's a gateway. Spirit said, follow the light. Take your time. Take it easy. On the other side, slow and easy. That's what Spirit said. Slow, complete the missions. Everything you start, complete. Tie up all your loose ends so you can have a fresh, clean slate. So when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you looking through yourself so you can see that glimmer, the deeper self. Like I have met my first husband. See that twinkle in his eye. He was like, can I cook for you? I'm like, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. And then I seen it just like in a fairy tale, a literal in his eye. I said, you know what? He took me home with him. I didn't even know he had three little kids. There's was 3, 4, 5 in the back. Wasn't even totally aware of my surroundings. But I feel grown. I embraced the opportunity. I embraced the moment. And it was on a temporary, as far as us being married, but the relationship is still lingering because we still friends today. I mean, we don't talk every day. It's time for catching up. Master builders catch up. Seen the I seen the him behind him. The poor thing though couldn't even see it for itself. That's why we not together now. And don't get me wrong. You know the old saying is it's never a right time to say goodbye. Shoot, I was under. I tried. I don't never want to leave him. I love him all right. I love my husband. I wanted to work it out. But then one of the things that I have been reminded of is resistance is not love. And so we met up one day to talk, and I asked him. I told him we can go to counseling and everything. He said he didn't want to stay married. The only reason he married me is because he didn't want me to go nowhere. Because that's the type of person I am. I stand on business. I used to anyway, before the weight of the world had got heavy and I almost let go. Thank God I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I would miss this energy right here to push, to have the romance of a lifetime. That my husband, that story I just told you, to me, it's this same energy. Who gets to tell you that it was love at first sight? When we first seen each other, we loved each other, made it official though, made a decision and kept it going. And then I wanted to continue on, but when he said he only did it so I wouldn't go nowhere, I'm not supposed to be bound. That's a slave, remember? He's the master, I'm the slave. And that ring, that unstruck sound, that bell went off, and I woke up. And then Miss Jackie evolved. ah, actually, was I don't even was she Miss Jack that was in transition the year before. That's when it was transitioning. When I said he didn't even see the him behind himself, and then we had to go our separate ways after 4 years. And then I stepped it up. You know what I'm saying? Miss Jackie was born. And he missed the boat, man. That's the hurtful part when you can see it and they can't. Because you are what you attract, but you just not may not be on the same timeline, and that is make you furious and make it just make you feel like it's oh that's how my friend felt today when that young lady wouldn't tell the she one thing she kept saying is um she can't see a real woman, she should have more respect. But everybody can't catch bullets with their teeth. This is a video I did catching rays, catching L's, or catching these hands. Go check that video out. It's because the catching energy came up a couple of times. Catching bullets with the teeth. That's being extremely focused. And catching tools, catching interest. The only thing is that this eclipse is bringing in is the pause, the calm before the storm, the time to think. Because when you wake up from this beautiful nightmare, are you gonna embrace this brand new world? You gonna be distracted, partially give one foot in, one foot out. A double-minded person is unstable. Or you gonna miss the in and out energy. Um, what was I want to say it was the black pig, but I'm not sure. There's an in and out energy, in and out, straddling the fence. One day you do, one day you don't. No. What is you? Who are you? What special skills do you have? What you've been practicing for? What fight you've been practicing for all your life? What song been singing in your heart? But yeah, for some of y'all, I'm hearing this the third time around. I did a video that said the third time's the charm. It happened in threes. I'm excited. It happened in threes. I'm excited. Never say never. The final level for you move up to the upper level. Oh, it was under the energy of the snake. No more time to waste. Time to open up, go behind the veil. Right? Grief have kept us bound. Not liking what we were seeing in the mirror have kept us bound. Negative self-talk has kept us bound. You or them. Remember, if it's not you, it's them. Not willing to learn anything new. Not willing to listen to the people that's been there and done it. Not willing to knock the doors down and build back up institutions that can actually help people. There's no honor among thieves. That's why a lot of this is being rearranged too. It's time for a new structure. You know how they go. They didn't let them get enough money. That six of coins was right there. Now it's time for somebody else to get some money. The hustle don't stop. It keep going. Whether you like it or not, it's not a you like it or not thing. It's a where can you get in where you fit in thing. Where can you get your peace in all this madness? Where can you expand your horizon? How can you stay grounded to prioritize and still nurture your family and your home? Because that's the energy. It's that prioritize and nurture your relationships within the family and your home environment. Expand your horizon. The confusion is not in alignment. I see trigger with that Mercury retrograde energy. Confusion and triggers. It's a thin line between love and hate. Between 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Something about the way you move in your affairs, how you conduct yourself. Beware of triggers. Acting according to false beliefs and misunderstandings in communication. So beware of mistakes and accidents. I guess that's to keep a lot of people bound, they keep them in fear. And when they start pressing that fear agenda for the eclipse, I can understand. I mean, some of it is true. Remember, it's always partially true, right? Is the risk worth the reward? Beware of accidents, especially mobility accidents. Damaging your eyes. The sun represents the eyes. Seeing the eyes and the heart. The sun represents the eyes and the heart. Connecting to the source. Connecting to the new master. Connecting to the new master. Embody the energy and allow the conjurer's loving energy into your space. Who would you be if you could? Since results take 90 days to take root, continue your physical focus every day for at least 25 seconds. We got homework. We got our first tool, our first new tool for the new year. Allow loving energy into your space. Who would you be if you could stand in the creator's energy? Awesome. Since results, it said focus on that every day for 25 seconds. Will you choose to allow support from your ancestors? 25 seconds for the next 90 days. What will we create? Envision the creation. See the creation. Imagine it. Fall in love with it for 25 seconds every day for the next 90 days. I'm excited. Okay. Let me write this down. I'm gonna have to timestamp this part because that's some real game right there. That's an important game. I got to go back and make sure I tell them. Yes. And it's under that 19, 1 hour and 19 minutes in. The 1919 energy came up. What well ain't even go fumble around with the rest of those notes. But 1919 is very significant. Responding to things that interest us, keeping hope in the valley. Don't lose hope. When trouble seems like it's surrounding you, remember to stay focused and stay committed. That's why Spirit say get you a song in your heart, an anthem, a meditation process, a grounding process, something to pull you back, something to lean on that's bigger than you. Right. Remember, trust the divine plan. Don't trust no man. Spirit say we supposed to be changing to something else, transmuting the energy that was past to new. Our past life gonna be our new life, but we're gonna change it because we have everything that we knew then. Changing matters, changing the atmosphere, creating new objects, inventions, inventing things, new ways of doing things, new ways of literally building new things to help evolve civilization, changing the energy of relationships, of unions, of lovers and friends, being open to love deeper. People or things or concepts, taming the ego, balancing the ego, making history, wondrous, and bounds the young hero, the young wise fool. Said I was gonna pour on the golden egg. We're gonna wrap this on the golden egg, the black egg. So stay engaged in the healing. Stay engaged in visualizing and choosing and walking your walk. You talking your talk, saying truth to yourself. Say that the heart of the matter is we need to stop, we need to smash the and a glimpse of the outcome beyond what we see. Heart of the matter. The most important thing. The heart, that's where everything get, all your desires get processed, and where your drive is, the battery. The heart is represented by the number 8. This is the 8th year. Skill development, hidden power, personal power, share resources. Rewriting the story. It ain't over yet. You finishing some things out, but it ain't over yet. Page 1. Yeah, some of y'all probably thought it was over. Gave up on a dream. I know I almost let go. I had one foot out, one foot in. The heart of the matter is commitment. Remember when I was talking about that public humiliation going to the house? But when you choose your path and make that declaration public, you have to take that stand. And you're going to have to take many small stands, public stands. But when you take that stand in public, everybody ain't going to like it. But it's going to transform the generations as long as you stay committed and you stay focused. But you have to declare it out in public. I said, yeah, I go to the altar, but I don't linger. I dip in behind the veil, get the power that I'm supposed to get, meet the divine, lay it all out in the open, and then proceed on. It's the commitment. Yeah, the commitment. The heart of the matter is the commitment. Underlying energy. There's some juggling back and forth, some shiesty stuff going on. But I love this with the tomato swords and justice. Peace rushing in. Understanding, two swords rushing in. The truth seekers being organized. And some of y'all is quickly organizing because it's almost like it's gonna go from 0 to 100. Because it's 10 swords, 8 swords, this the crossroad right here. This the choice. Did you go stay where you at, unnurturing yourself, stuck behind walls, or you go rush in and be free? Free your mind. Remember, free your mind and the rest go follow. And it's gonna follow right to the 2 of Cups. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Catching feelings. Trusting the plan, mutual interest. Something that you deserve, justice in the upright. Staying committed. The part of the matter is, I feel like as much as you done went over and over in your head with the sword energy, actually being able to feel it. Remember, for 25 seconds, for 3 months, 90 days, step into that energy. Step out of this energy. It's your opportunity to not lose hope. Because this eclipse, it made me think, I wrote it down to remember, even though it's dark, it's going to be dark at 12 p.m. when it should be bright. But that's here. Just remember the sun shining somewhere. You just got to ride it out. Let it unfold naturally. The heart of the matter is not to force it, not to hold on to nothing. The golden egg says don't grasp, don't hold on to nothing, don't rush nothing, don't push nothing. Ask yourself what really matters and then let it unfold naturally. Seriously, because you deserve it. The ground about to meet destiny. Look at it, Knight of Swords. Running right into a night of all that hard work that Knight of Swords in it. And it's still hard work to do because you're not there yet. But just know it's close. It's definitely close. It's decision and then the magician weighing out the pros, cons, and the odds. The odd, the thing that make it odd, this is about to be a lot of Cinderella stories. People that thought you was down for the others like you go be reborn. The resurrection energy. You was so it's like the Mercury retrograde energy. Mercury in retrograde, a lot of people think that it's moving backwards, but it's not moving backwards. It's just moving so slow. It seemed like everything moving back that it's moving backwards. It's just slowed all the way down. That's catching the tools, stopping and smelling the roses. Spirit said, this new moon, this solar eclipse, that would be a moment when you find out who the spiritual placeholders and the spirits that soar without limit. Spirit said, the heart of the matter, we need meaningful projects, meaningful collaboration, something we really passionate about, that we can create from a real place, authentic place, that we can speak. It's the creators. It's like, um, that we just got through where I'm from in the South, celebrating the Easter holiday, resurrection energy, and that's when you get your power. And Jesus got his power after he was publicly humiliated and hung in front of everybody. That came up in that fist of fury energy, public hangings. People literally trying to stump out the truth. Standing on business. The young wise fool. Seven swords on doing what's best for you. Black is speaking with authenticity, speaking your truth. But I was reading earlier, and one of the books said in this transition, knowing that you are going to have to leave, right? This person is leaving one tribe. I'm pretty sure gonna find the atmosphere that they can stay in. This is leaving, but it's leaving some kind of truth, unsaid truth behind. And Spirit said to speak the truth. Say what you want to say. So remember that black egg energy is not to cause confusion, not to make excuses, not to gossip, not to justify behaviors, but keep it pure. Keeping it pure. Yeah, and then look, you go run right into there go that there go destiny again, right at your door. I love that. There go destiny again, right at your door. And it's giving me accident energy, like somebody go bump into somebody. Kind of like the yellow brick road, the Wizard of Oz. You know how along the journey you met somebody and they're like, "Oh, you going to see the wizard? I'm going to see the wizard." And then then it's and then they kind of bumped into each other, right? They kind of bumped into each other. But when that energy came out earlier, Spirit said, "Don't leave nothing unsaid. Don't leave nothing undone. Tie up all the loose strings." I feel like put down one more sword because we want to go. We running backwards to the Six of Swords of peace of mind, right? Moving out of the eight, getting the bell, hearing the spark, getting the and running by any means necessary, taking the E out of it and putting it in motion. And running into your wildest dreams. And some people go, and look, justice right there. I was gonna see, and some people gonna get justice for deaths. Remember, Pegasus was born when her mother was killed. Literally, when they cut Medusa head off. Five of Swords. Somebody had a long time. Somebody been pondering, and that's part of grieving, not grieving too long. You got to keep it going. In the Bible, it say that's a sin. I don't hardly ever hear anybody talk about that. That's because so many people got these rest in peace t-shirts and everything. They still mourning. I feel like grieving and mourning. I feel like do it good. You know, if you mourning, that is what you say. Good morning, though, right? On the good side of it, I'm stronger now. I'm not letting me being sad define my character anymore. You're ready to lay the weight down. Stop making excuses. Stop letting the grief keep you small. Stop letting the drugs and alcohol keep you small. Avoiding. Oh, but that horn is about to blow. For the one that's grieving. That last video, it talked about that too. Going to the magician. Right. Getting somebody, that's 3 people on the journey to collab with. One person is very wise, wealthy, the magician. He got everything. And the other one just might be that soulmate, be moving towards soul bond, soul purposes, more valuable experiences, moving away from trigger, taking control of our triggers, not just cutting off everybody's head. Yeah, look, the Queen of Swords, you know, she the off with your head because the Chariot is showing up. Remember, Spirit said, don't be distracted. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. With the Knight of Swords. About to run right into somebody. They say when you ain't looking, that's when you find it. Is you are you free enough to take it? Are you free enough to break through the glass ceiling? You say the day turned night is gonna be all about contracts and clauses, shedding light and getting understandings. And then being able to reap excellent repercussions. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, 2, 10, 10, 10. Okay, I was going to say reap excellent repercussions. Look at that. That's 20 Pentacles. That's 2 lifetimes. That's $20,000. That's trust funds. That's higher education, higher power. That's legacy. That's enough for your you. You could take care of your mom and your daddy. Some of y'all only have one parent left. Or single parents, you might never know your other parent. Some of y'all. The community inside and outside the gates. $20 Pentacles. I like that. It's just a shock. A whole bunch of people tell you somebody's about to blow up real fast. I mean, this is like overnight celebrity, kind of like but it's not overnight. Like we've been working on this. Remember, when we used the analogy of this being our graduation year, right? How did we feel before when we walked in for the very first time as a freshman? That glow up, that it didn't happen overnight. It took us 4 years, some of us 5, some of us 4.5. Everybody on their own timeline, right? But then once you kept going, it was like something manifested. The beat, the drum, it was just different. You stuck to the plan, and then when something inside of you said, now you was ready, or you will be with the sun. It's the opportunity to tie up those loose ends and change the game. Look, stand on business. Standing on business. Battle of Champions. New business. A new slice of the pie. Now let's see. Last card. A glimpse of the outcome. A glimpse behind the outcome that we see. Right? If you could take us behind the veil. One more step. That's what we said. Behind the veil. Word of sword. This is the resurrection card. This is the soldier. Remember we talked about the soldier that's been in battle. This is when the soldier is decorated. It killed this soldier too. This soldier is usually in a tomb. But see, you had to go through that death, that transformation, so you can rise up with power. Our power, Queen of Wands, 3 of Cups. So you can decide who you want it to be, what you want it to be. Just remember, Spirit said, make it personal. Make it personal. And that's why you go have it happen all of a sudden. I think it's going to shock you, 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands with the Fool. The 3, it's the collaborations. Yeah, don't hold back from collaborating, especially if you go to a new place, a new environment, right? Try to filter out negative thoughts. Because there's something about the dream that's different. Remember, the way you think it is, it's going to be even more. This is the 6 of Pentacles with butterflies and roses. Starting new cycles. This is like knowing your value and your worth and keeping it close to your heart now. Knowing your existence. It's also, Spirit said, are you ready to be seen? Are you ready to be celebrated? Because, you know, before Jesus died, they hated him. The majority. But when he rose, everybody was forced. There he is right there, the sun. Forced to recognize and get with the program. Got to be forced to recognize and get with the program. The cycle ending. Because you entitled, and there's the King of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands and Queen of Wands. Divine partnerships. Destiny. Ace of Cups. A new vessel. I love it. A new vessel. Don't rush. If you mad because this video is an hour and 50 minutes long, then you ain't there yet. Go start the series all the way from my first video. Because it's been a long time coming. We getting scholarships. We winning scholarships. Finding sanctuary, release from stress. That's what you don't see. The stress that's gonna be relieved. How your old life, like it's just not even gonna be nothing. Like it's going to be seem like it never happens. As long as you consider, remember, it's not time to grasp, now it's time to plan. To be fair, remember he said only the pure. You gotta do it by the you gotta do it by the book, by the laws that you know to be true. That's in your heart. You're at a crossroads. To change things that's not for you, instead of keep chewing on it like could. This is an opportunity that the higher power giving you. You don't have to keep going round and round. This is the time to take the lead, the ring of fire. Boundless energy, connecting with purpose. I love it. 38. That 83 and that 38 have been significant. Look, I turned right to it. Balance, justice. I told you, a need to consider options, mutual benefits, the law of cause and effects. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. And if you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment. And you'll see how the universe adjusted in perfect balance, because you reap what you sow. For every cause, it is an effect, and there's wondrous things will be revealed now. Remember, that's what we under. This miracle energy, wondrous things being revealed. Injustice and inequality are part of life. We talked about that earlier. It's the confirmation. But they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice, righted, and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else, or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make the difference. You will make the difference if you choose to make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness and courage. I'm glad that came out, because that did come out in part of the energy. The call, being called out. The golden children, the people that's to take the throne, they literally gonna call you out, slap you in the face. They're gonna call you out because you stand out. And that's when you're gonna be called to stand on business. You either go act in cowardness and fear, or you go stand on business. Being called out because you stand out. But you got to remember, can't nothing hurt you but you. Diamond hands. It's your fortune. Your fortune. I love that. One more and I'm gonna get up out of here. It's late. Put on something good that you can have sweet dreams. Just remember, when you go to sleep, potential to have a beautiful nightmare. True offering through loss. Yeah, we done lost. The loss is what's bringing the gain. A tragic ending. Tragic time. Lost feelings, lost inspiration, lost drive. Rigid, held back, and exhausted. Seriously, it's time to bust up out of that energy. Yeah, it's time to bust out and expand. Clear out, yeah, bust the move. Bust the wall, whatever obstacle. True offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust to go with the flow. I told somebody that today. They was like, if somebody take something from you, steal your man, can't nobody steal my man. He not mine to begin with. None of this is mine. It all belongs to God. If I wasn't in the right energy, it wouldn't have came to me in the first place. And in the video last night, it said if it choose to leave, you got to let it go because it ain't yours anyway. You can't. It's not right to keep a bird in the cage just because we like how pretty it seems and how pretty it looks. We have to let it go free. And if it come back, that's because it likes to sing to us. If it don't come back, it was never meant for us anyway. It just was using what it can get, how it can get. An agent of chaos. This eclipse is a opportunity to shed old and stagnant energy, and stagnant energy. You go with the flow. Time to flow. Time to be free. Time to have some fun. Learn a new language. Like a ship in the night. Yes. Yes. But go around, come around, you are being divinely guided. This made me, when I saw that dolphin in that ship, I could picture myself. I didn't spend the whole 25 seconds, but I could picture myself standing on the ship's deck. And the dolphins, usually you watch the dolphins from the ship deck. The wonder and amaze. The wonders and amazing happening right beside us. Letting it happen and receiving it. The right action is to have courage to accept it when it's time. Right now is we not holding on, we're letting go. Now is the time to let go, clearly decide what is not going with you on the journey. What journey you taking? Is you going by land? Is you going by sea? It's a decision. You staying where you at, or you traveling overseas? You at a fork in the road. You gotta make it. You can't travel in the desert and in the water at the same time. That's confusion. Like a snake to the yoke. If you gonna be bound, karma 1111. This is a magical gateway that open doors and people to celebrate you. People waiting for you to connect. The resistance is not love, and it's okay to say goodbye. It ain't never a right time to say goodbye. But sometimes you just can't go. We just on different paths, and it's okay. We'll see each other next time. Remember the flow. It came out in the other video. But you got to catch your boat, and I got to take this family trip. You got to go to school overseas, and I got to help rebuild my family home. It's time to clearly decide what you want. And whatever it is, it's going to be good. It was 3 of Cups on both sides. With the Hierophant. Big brother watching. I said big brother watching because that eye right there is like the dragon eye. This the year, this the crowning year. That dragon eye is crowning this connection. Are you going to line up? This not just a you thing. Or you go line up. The Hierophant is joining the King of Swords. Some people gonna be joining the military. Public speaking. Performers. You gotta be celebrated. Have courage, my friend, and celebrate your individuality and your outrageous openness. Just make sure that it's true and that you stay humble, and the divine, it'll be no limits. Like I do in the morning. May this message rest upon your soul. I'm the Arcana Angel. Sweet dreams. Till we meet again. Behind the veil. I'm excited to see what we have in store. One thing I do know, we have the giveaway in store. I'm excited for that. That might be the first show that we have back after this shift into this energy. So we can take it slow and steady and absorb what's really going on. So enjoy the beauty of the next 24 hours. Really think about aligning your actions with your heart. You don't have to have approval to cut ties and dash. You don't have to stay frustrated and stagnated and moving so slow that you're getting took under like quicksand. Not being able to fully use your talents and shine. This is our energies of this lunar eclipse. Being aware of where we not making the progress we should or where we can be successful. Focusing on what we need to change or what we actually capable of achieving and looking beyond that. We only midway. Spirit say, well, you in your 40s, you just halfway there. Congratulate yourself. Stay committed. Stay intentional. Surrender. Rest. Wake up and go into the natural flow. Fun fact, if you colorblind, don't follow a horse of another color. Stick with your own color. Iron sharpen iron. You need that glow to grow, that spark. That wild imagination that you have. It's a signal that you have authority, that you have tamed the wild side and ready to transform it into something majestic and beautiful. This is a rare transit, one of the most important transits of the year, and one that won't be around for a long time. So make sure you share this video. Tell somebody. The 19 energy, there it is, preparing for new, being prepared for new emotional connections with spirit, with people, communications, being aware. Get up out of here, and I'll see y'all in a couple of days when it's done. Most important times, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. Beware of accidents. Mean what you say what you mean. Beware of car troubles. We attracting soulmates, but you got to give something to get something. It's time to make the sacrifice to restore harmony in your life, in your family life, in your church life. It's a lot of messed up areas that need you. Somebody that's tuned in to the sacred knowledge, the universal energy, the connected of the high owl to the BeAware. Don't grieve too long for the masters that's not here no more. That's how the enemy take advantage. But pray that the divine, the Most High, help us use our art to help us rise to the next level, to change the game, to keep this going. Because once I was 7 years old, and when I'm 70 years old, and they telling the story, it's gonna all make sense. Till next time, namaste.